All right, so how nice was it to get your first win at home?
Oh, it was great. It was great being in Mackey tonight, and I just it was so great to have the fans here, and from pregame and the tailgating and walking into the stadium. I just loved having the band and the students in the south end zone. I just think it totally changes the atmosphere of the stadium. And our student section was amazing today. It was great. They stayed to the very end of the game. And I just had a big smile on my face walking off the field, seeing all the parents and the family and the friends, hugging on our players. And that's what we missed so badly last year. The kids just didn't get a chance to play in front of their family. They didn't get to enjoy the games with their families. And it was really great to see tonight.
Was this a pretty complete game?
I don't think so. I think we have a long ways to go, to be honest. We had many opportunities to get off the field defensively. We really wanted to play more players late in the game. I would have liked to play the young quarterback and see some of the younger guys get a chance to get in. We did make a lot of big plays. I was glad to see Toa had 100 yards. I thought Carson was really good tonight. You almost take it for granted. We hit 11 different receivers and threw for almost 400 yards with no turnovers. That's a pretty good day for Carson. But our kids did a good job in a lot of ways. We made a lot of plays. Still like to get off the field on defense and not let them drive the ball as much. But we'll look at that and we'll see the improvements we need to make. And we're going to have to make a bunch going into next week. It's a huge game for us. Really looking forward to playing a great program like Kansas State, playing them on the road in a great environment, and played there many times and know that program very well. So we're very excited about the challenge ahead of us.
It was a while where it was 21-10. How did you guys create so much separation in the second half?
I just think we made some plays there. We got the big turnover with Dom. That was great to see. We really challenged our defense to get some turnovers tonight. And, we got the one which was huge in the scoop and score, and we're capable of doing that more, and we want to see it more. And so we just got to start doing those types of things. I was really on our guys about having a great sideline. I thought our sideline was great tonight. A lot of energy, and that's what we got to do. We got to bring that to the field, and it's got to be from our sideline. And I wanted to start fast. We did a good job offensively scoring the first drive of the game. And we got to do a better job of starting fast in the third quarter too. So there's a lot of things that we need to get better at. We can play a lot cleaner. But I want to be more physical. I want to play with velocity, and I really want to come out of the locker room and play strong. And so we can continue to work on that.
You had a conversation with Colin Kaepernick at halftime. How big was it having him on campus?
It was just brought a smile to my face to see Cap, and these players. I just grabbed him and I just told him. I said, you got a lot of love here from these kids and this football team, and kids just look up to him so much, and it was really great that he could be down there and be around our players, and I know they really appreciate it.
What do you think that just meant for some of those guys, just to see him? I don't think a lot of them probably expected him to be on the field there. When
yeah, we were a little bit, we weren't sure either, and when he was down there, our kids have seen him on TV. They haven't seen him in person, but seen him on TV, all the things that he's done, and what a great player he was, what he means, how much he means to this university. And it was just great for them to be around him in person, and our kids really appreciated it.
I know you talked a lot about cleaning up some of those penalties. I guess that's an area you're talking about, something you guys really need to look at. Just how do you try to ingrain that really?
We just talk. We emphasize it in practice. We talk about it, the fundamentals and techniques. And I was really disappointed by the penalties tonight. That was one area that we did a good job on last week. It was a big key. It was a big key in the game last week, and we certainly can't continue that. We have to do much better next week in that area. Did a good job offensively protecting the ball, And I think we can generate more turnovers still, put more pressure on the quarterback and get the ball out. So we got a lot of work to do. Just average in some areas of our team tonight, and we got to really push to improve next week.
Coach, you mentioned Carson, but what about Elijah? What a return, right? I mean, a home return, I suppose, technically, but
yeah,
what a player.
No, I'm so happy for Elijah Cooks you're talking about.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
And Elijah had a great game and a lot of big plays, and that's what we expect out of Elijah. Come in and really, be a veteran playmaker for us. Him and Carson have hooked up a lot over the last few years, and it was great to see him play so well at home. And I was really excited for Nate Cox. Nate Cox is a guy that practiced a lot with us. We were hoping to give him a chance to play tonight. And boy, he really played well in his limited snaps. And Harry Ballard, we're really happy for Harry, to come in here and make a big play and make a long touchdown, in his first game in Mackey. So we got some good guys that are backups that practice a lot. They deserve a chance to play, and we were happy we could play some of them tonight.
And how do you think just having that experience for some of those guys will help as you continue to go on the season, just for depth and to have that game experience?
No question. We got to have a backup quarterback that has confidence and that knows he can go in there and run the offense. And Nate's done that in practice. And so just really important for him to go in there and be able to prove it in a game, that all the things he's doing in practice are the right things. And, he made some good run checks in there. He threw the ball accurately. He had to break the pocket one time and make a completion on a scramble. And he throws a big post route over the top. And, we just wanted to give him a chance to do the things that we do offensively to get work at it. And really proud of how he played.
Coach, I know you look at the rushing numbers all the time, and you're going to have Toa and Devontae with a pretty good night, do you think? Are you satisfied with the rushing game?
Yeah, we thought they would have good nights, and I really was happy with Devontae, how he ran in the short yardage areas of the field and goal line, and then Toa had some big runs. Really happy that Toa could get over 100. And, we got good backs, and, different games are going to be different, and some games are going to have a big chunk of what we do, and then other games, may not have as much, but they're certainly capable of hurting any defense at any time. And we're really proud of their performance tonight.
I guess, Coach, sorry, just one more thing. The ribbons that you guys wore, it's a big deal to be. I know you touched on that a lot earlier this week, but what do you think this meant just for these guys and for Bentley?
I think it was very meaningful for Bentley, and I'm really glad that he had the maturity and the courage to come forward and say something about it. So many times these kids are afraid to come, talk about things that are personal, and I just have so much respect for the kid for telling his story. And it's a painful story for him and his family, but he told it to help somebody else that might be in the same situation. And, we've been able to bring awareness to it. I thought, Shannon, our equipment people, did a great job of, getting the hats and the shirts and everything together so we could bring awareness to this real problem. And I've said it before this week, I've had many players come to me and tell me they've considered, taking their lives. And that's just a really sad state of affairs when you have that many kids that actually verbalize that to you. So it's a real problem. These kids aren't alone, and we hope everybody realizes that. There's always somebody to talk to, and please reach out to somebody before you ever consider any of that. So we're just really happy we could do it, be a part of it.
It was great. It's been, over 600 days since we were last here and able to put on a show for everybody at Mackey. It meant the world to us to see everybody in the stands, and I felt like that helped out a bunch.
How happy are you with the win?
Couldn't be happier. There was a lot of things we could have improved on and did better, but still come out with the win was great. Trying to build off of that for next week because we got a big game. So,
what do you think you guys need to take away from this game as you guys do?
Penalties, that was a big thing. I feel like it was a little sloppy on both ends, special teams, all that. So, I mean, that's really the main thing, and we just really got to listen to our coaches and do what they're telling us.
What do you think it was about tonight that really fired you guys up there? I mean, not that it was super slow start in the first, but to continue to keep the momentum going, kind of build on your own momentum.
Coach Norvell challenged the O-line and the D-line for at the beginning of the week to, really dominate the trenches and win there first. And I feel like that's really what we tried to do tonight, and it worked out. So it's really the main thing.
How special was it after coming out of the locker room to see Colin Kaepernick and those guys to beat them for a couple minutes before you got back out there?
That was awesome. I mean, we always hear about him, going here and everything, and hear about him, but for him to actually be out here, I know it meant a lot to the guys and just everything he's done for the community, the nation, I mean, just all of that. So that was that little spark underneath us for sure.
Were you guys surprised to see him out there?
I was surprised, yeah, because at the beginning of the week they said he wasn't going to be at the alumni or Hall of Fame induction, and then to see us on Twitter that he was there yesterday, so that was a huge surprise. And just to have him out on the field, it was great.
You mentioned the line play, and then towards the end you get Dom a touchdown, which is not something we're going to see every day. So what you guys must have gone crazy.
No, yeah, we were definitely turned up. We're roommates in the hotel when we got to go to the hotel and stuff. We were just talking about making plays, so just to see that come to fruition, it was awesome.
And how do you just think that helps the defense as a whole? You guys got to keep building off of that. Building off of it, really.
Yeah. Like I said, Coach Norvell challenged us to dominate the trenches and getting those turnovers and stuff, force fumble. That was great. That's really what I try to go for when I get a sack, is force a fumble, type of turnover and stuff. So see that and then have Dom pick it up, it was perfect.
Were you guys surprised to see that many fans in the student section and just at Mackey before the game even started?
Yeah, I was definitely surprised when we came out for warm-ups and it was basically full in the student section. That's awesome. I hope the students keep showing up.
How does that just give you guys a little bit more energy? I mean, playing in all these quiet stadiums give you this something else.
Yeah, it's always more fun playing in front of people. There's just energy. The more people that are in the stands, the more energy there is in the stadium, which always makes it more fun.
How big was the win?
Yeah, it's great. A win, no matter how you get it, it's always good. We're going to learn what we can from this game and then move on next week. We got a big money game.
You had a conversation with Colin Kaepernick.
Go ahead.
You had a conversation with Colin Kaepernick at halftime. What was your biggest takeaway from that?
I was just, so honored to meet him. We've talked so much about him since I've been here, and for him to come back is awesome. The whole team was buzzing when we heard that he was coming back for the game. It was so cool to meet him.
Is there kind of an extra special relationship there, being a quarterback and then you're a quarterback as well, kind of taking over the same program?
Yeah, that's a guy that I've looked up to, that, I've seen all the great clips of him, and, he's got the big poster in the weight room. He's the Nevada legend. He's the #1 GOAT. So, for him to come back, it's awesome.
The person I was wondering is 21-10, which is fine, and then all of a sudden it was a lot more than that. And I was wondering if you guys saw something, or is there another gear, or all of a sudden the game got out of control?
Yeah, we left a lot out there. We could have been way sharper in the first half. I missed a few throws. One's going to hog me. I had Romeo on a post route, and I overthrew him. Coach Norvell was like, "You play golf?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You got to take a few clubs down because there's a little bit of wind." But that one's going to haunt me. But we could have just been sharper in the first half. We could have did better. But, when we went at halftime, we really focused to come out and play better.
You hit 11 different receivers tonight. I mean, just how nice is it to have so many different weapons and get so many guys different reps?
Yeah, I'm really just a product of a great team around me. The Union, they're giving me great pockets. And then, we got probably the best receiving corps in the nation. So, I mean, the quarterback always gets all the credit and stuff, but I'm really just a product of a great team.
How do you think just your entire offense level was just really just fired up, as you guys continue to put points up there, and then even the defense too, making some big plays?
Yeah, we could have played way better, and we scored 49 points. Defense got us one, but we could have played way better. And we just want to keep improving, and that's the great part about this team is we're not playing our best football, but we're still winning games.
How much fun is it to see somebody on the defense, especially a defensive lineman, scoring and you guys on the edge?
Yeah, that was awesome. I saw Dom. As soon as I saw the ball on the ground and I saw Dom going after it, I knew it was a touchdown because he's sneaky athletic. He scooped it nice and clean, and we do heel to hammy is what our strength coaches tell us in the summer, practicing sprints, and he did heel to hammy in the end zone. So it's cool to see.
What needs to happen between now and the next game to prepare for a team like K-State? Because I know they killed Stanford the first week.
We just need to be focused all week, starting tomorrow and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We just got to be sharp and, just go out there, compete. We're not afraid of anybody. They're college kids just like us. They play football just like us. So, we're not scared for sure. We're going to go in there and we're going to give them our best shot.
Carson, was it nice to get Nate that TD pass? I imagine you're proud of him.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, he was 4 for 4, 60 yards, and a dime ball and a post, which was awesome. He looked really poised. He looked like he knew exactly what he was doing, and it was great to see. He played great in practice in the spring when I wasn't playing and part of fall camp. He was doing great, and so I was excited to see him get in there, and I knew he was going to do good, but he looked really poised like he knew what he was doing.
He also looks like some sort of field goal blocking robot out there. Is that a new thing, the 6'9" guy that blocks field goals?
He's going to get one sooner or later. I've seen him get it at practice, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how many 6'10" football players there are in America, not just college football. I mean, NFL, I don't know. He's the tallest kid I've ever seen play football, and so I hope that he gets one of those field goal blocks.
I know you guys are only 2 games in, but what do you think just makes this team special, compared to your last couple of years here? I mean, what is it? Is there something yet that you guys, that stands out to you that makes this group different?
Probably the number one thing I'd say is accountability. This team, they expect nothing less than the best out of themselves. Everybody in all aspects of the game. We want to perform at the highest level, and if we mess up, we own it and we move on. And I think that's the best quality about this team is everybody stays accountable, and we just learn from our mistakes and go out there and compete as hard as we can.